years old. 1973, serial kidnapping and murder at Heavenly Host Elementary. That's here, right? There's an article about that one in the classrooms too, I think. Dashing to the hopes and prayers of their concerned parents, 3 of the kidnapped children returned home tonight in body bags. Local police gave an official statement around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Yuki Nakano, 11, Yoshikawa, 8, and Tokido Tsuki, 7, previously reported missing, were found dead in the basement room beneath the school. The circumstances behind their murders are still under investigation, and a suspect with ties to the school's teaching staff is still in question. First responders report a shocking, grisly murder scene and have expressed concerns to even allow the families of the deceased to see their children. Significant mutilation is said to have occurred, and officials believe that the sight of this may exacerbate the already delicate mental states of the bevered. The sole survivor of this unspeakable crime is a 7-year-old Sachiko Shinozaki, who still remains in shock from the experiments. Her testimony may prove invaluable towards closing the case and putting this horror behind us. However, so police are anxious to question her. Meanwhile, other parents have been calling Heavenly Host safely procedures into question in the wake of this tragedy. Members of the PTA have... There's a snippet from another page as well, though it includes photographs of the 3 victims as well as the lone survivor. These are the children I saw. I've seen them too. I guess they're killed here, so I guess he's cursed. If you look at the girl on the far right is a girl that is like a fucking psycho. It's horrible to hear what happened to them. You can look at the picture. It's like so much foreshadowing. It's a scary evil spirits this time, but really they're just victims themselves. Be careful, Suzumoto. Compassion can be dangerous in a place like this. It's not unheard of a spirit to lose a sense of humanity after dying. In other words, these kids aren't necessarily going to play nice and living beings anymore. What do you think happened to the murderer? Here we go. They talk about here in this one. Accused murderer commits suicide. The 32-year-old former teacher believed to be the committed and the now infamous adolescent kidnappings and murders was found dead early morning. After being deemed mentally unfit to take responsibility for his actions, he was placed into intensive psychiatric care but escaped 2 nights ago. The psychiatric ward commissioned a manhunt which culminated into the discovery of his hanging body in the room beneath Heavenly Host Elementary School. Near the site of his shockingly triple homicide, the cause of death was ruled as strangulation and is strongly believed to be self-inflicted. As this appears to be the show of remorse previously thought beyond his mental capacity, his psychiatric ward has come under heavy fire since his discovery. Even the murderer killed himself, huh? Guess there's no happy end for anyone, although the families of the victims were probably glad to see him go. Well, there's that one girl who was spread too. Isn't this kind of strange though? That there's not one single comment on the survivor's family? Every article is full of commentary from the friends and family of the deceased, but not one word of the family found anywhere about the girl who was spared. I'd assume that there was a request to respect the privacy or something. Do newspapers really care about that though? The mass media are always about chasing scoops no matter what it takes to get them, or would they have to get bothered? Dr. Tomokachi Fukari's research records? Mesmer's magnetism. Correspondence with Anna Spiegel. Sepertina. Malus Maleficarum. Vunici manuscript. Records of psychic phenomena. Letters to and from magic societies. Classic mystery novels, not your typical elementary school reading material. There's no serial numbers on the library cards or something on them though, so they're probably not the schools. That's true. Maybe they were brought here by the victims who got trapped here. Actually, it looks like the name strap is the most of these. Kibiki? Is that how you read these? Those kanji? Wait, Kibiki? Oh, wow, you're right. I recognize that name. You know, the farm paranormalist? Naho Sayonaki? Kokibi was his mentor. He's a journalist. So that means Mr. Kibiki is in here too, I guess, but why? Alright, so now we exit the reference room, and then we go to the nurse's office. Damn. 32 minutes. If you guys are watching this, it's probably the 3rd episode. I've cut this episode so many times. I wonder how much time has passed since we got here. I don't know if we can trust my cell phone clock in a place like this. It's no good point if the places change randomly and there's a place to believe the same thing isn't going to happen in time. I trust my stomach though. It's telling me that dinner time is already come and gone, but now it's about good boys and good girls would go to sleep. I have to admit I'm hungry. Maybe we should add finding food to our list, Shinozaki, but for now, it's time for we find a nice cozy spot and rest for a while. Now that I think about it, I'm really tired. Not so tired I'm worried about getting possessed or anything. Just really tired enough. So why am I outside the room 1A? And so the 4 of us headed to the safest spot we could think of, sending in bits of calm our spirits and refresh our bodies. Almost immediately, both Kishinuma and Shinozaki sat down, closed their eyes, and fell asleep. Understandable considering what they just experienced. Out of the light, both of them. They must have been exhausted. Kishinuma went through a great deal of turmoil to save Ayumi after all. Aren't you tired too? I am, but I just can't bring myself to sleep. My mind keeps racing, wondering where Nari and the others are right now. I feel like I need to be really ready to run out after a moment's notice. I know just what you're coming from. I get the same way when I think of Shig. I wish I could see his face right now, you know? Nana? What happened to your legs? I got a chill from my stomach as soon as I saw them. They were the same bruises and markings around Nana's slender thighs as seen before. They were become much darker in color. They looked pink originally, as if they had just rubbed on her skin against something, but now they're deep, dark purple, the color of grapes. Are you alright? Does it hurt? You mean these bruises? They've been here since before. Yeah, but they're darker now. Oh, you're right. What a weird color. What's happening? It's probably just changing color over time from the blood rushing to the surface. I doubt it's anything to worry about. Sorry. I just hope it doesn't have any scar. True, you have such beautiful legs after all. Oh, please. No, I don't. I'm jealous. You're so thin and gorgeous. If I were as tall as you, Shig and I would look more natural together. Oh, is he your boyfriend? Oh, Hun? Nothing quite like that. I guess you could say he's just a really important person to me. He's always stand by me, accepts me for who I am despite my flaws, and always supports me whatever I choose to do. He sounds wonderful. Yeah, I'm not saying this because we're in the same drama club, but he's some kind of prince. Though if you ask Kishinuma, he's an evil wizard. Kishinuma, he has a thing for Ayumi, doesn't he? Oh, does it bother you? That are you taking interest, perhaps? Oh, no, nothing like that. Sorry, I had to ask. Actually, Kishinuma got pretty rough. He's got a rival for Shinozaki's affection. Oh, but they look so cute together. They are a lot alike in many ways, particularly in their complete inability to be honest about how they feel. I'll bet it's a lot like the way you are with Mushigi, isn't it? Oh, come on. I already told you. It's not like that with us. Though I guess I really don't know how to classify the way I feel. I mean, when I do finally see Shig, how do I react? What do I do with him? Do I want to pull him in with my arms like Kishinuma did with Shinozaki? Or do I want him to pat me on the head and tell me I did good? I guess I really don't know until the time comes, if it does. It'll come, just like it did for Kishinuma and Ayumi. Thanks. I hope Muchida is able to reunite with Yuka and Nakashima too, and Miss Yui and Shinohara. We're all meeting up and going home. Properly exchange that photo we took together at the Culture Festival. I really want to see my friends too. I'm sorry, I just been talking about myself this whole time. I want to go start around and real quick, and I have to go use the bathroom anyways. By yourself? Isn't that dangerous? It'll only be gone for a moment. I guess thinking about her friends got her worked up. She's probably just couldn't sit any still any longer. Suzumoto? Hey, you're awake? Shouldn't you go with her, just to be safe? I probably should. You stay here, I'll keep an eye on Shinozaki. Thanks, I will. If anything happens, just yell really loud. I'll smack Shinozaki till she's awake and then they'll come to running. Okay, the halls are pretty dark, so I think I'm gonna borrow one of the candles. Just be careful. Once you get Ogahara, you two should come right back. So we go back to the bathroom. The bathroom is felt empty. There is no indication of Nana's presence whatsoever. Maybe we passed one another without realizing. No, no! Nana? What's wrong, Nana?